Hi guys, Richard here, aka the Long Shot King, and back with selections for day 3 of the Grand National meeting at Aintree. Yesterday was a really good day. I managed to tip up a couple of nice priced winners. General Miller at 12 to 1 each way, and Alberta's Run at 8 to 1 each way. And our nap of the day, Western Leader, that ran a really terrific race. Unfortunately it finished second, but ran a really good race. So at the moment, after the first 2 days, we're 14.2 points, 14.2 points level stakes profit. So today is basically a free betting day for us, and hopefully we can pick out a couple of more winners, or maybe one winner and a couple of nice priced placed horses. So here we go with the selections for day 3. The first race on the card is the Mersey Novices Hurdle, and in this race you've got Pedlar's Cross, which was a winner at the Cheltenham Festival. But the one I like here is Sleepy Hollow. Now, Sleepy Hollow ran in the same race, led more or less all the way to the second last, and I'm not sure whether you remember the race or whether you saw the race, but it ran out at the second last. Now, it probably wouldn't have won the race, but I'm sure it still would have finished in the first 3. It seemed to be, still going okay at the time. So I think that Sleepy Hollow at the current odds of 16 to 1 this morning is pretty good each way value in a field of I think 9 runners. So Sleepy Hollow is the one in the first for me. In the second race you've got the Novices Chase, the Maghole Novices Chase, and the one here that was going to be favourite, French Opera, unfortunately has been pulled out, and it would have been really interesting to see how that would have run in novice company. So we're basically left now with the favourite. Favourite's going to be Osana, who ran a cracking good race in the Arkle at Cheltenham, but has had quite a long season already. And the one that I do like here is Bedlam Boy, which bypassed the festival specifically to take up this engagement today. And at the odds this morning of 14 to 1, I think is another really very good each way bet. So for me in the second, it's going to be Bedlam Boy. The next race is one of the feature races on the card. It's the Dick Francis Hurdle, and here you've got the second and third from the Champion Hurdle at Cheltenham, renewing rivalry. Khyber Kim finished second, and Zainal finished third. Now, today's trip is a bit different. It's a 2.5 mile trip. So, although it's a fascinating race, it's not a race that I'm going to have a bet in. I think I'll just sit back and enjoy and watch that one. I do expect Zainal to win over the 2.5 miles, but won't be having a bet in that one. Next race on the card is the John Smith's Handicap Chase. I think there's 20 runners going to post for this one, and the one I like here is Maya Hab. It's been running consistently well all season, has had 4 runs so far this season and finished in the first 4 in each of those, and I think that it's running off a very fair handicap mark, and looks like it will certainly relish the trip today. So Maya Hab at 20 to 1 as an each way bet, I think looks very good value. Next race is a big one, Grand National, and I'm sure everyone's got their selections. And I've sort of looked at the card. I've backed a few in the race, but there's 2 horses that I've had my sort of bigger bets on. First one is Snowy Morning. This is my main selection. I'm going to give you 2 here actually. Snowy Morning has run in the race the last 2 years, finished 9th last year, finished 3rd the year before. So we know that it goes around the track. We know that it stays the trip. The key thing this year though with Snowy Morning is it's been campaigned over much shorter distances, and has been running against top class opposition over 2 miles to 2 mile 5. So I think that Snowy Morning has really been laid out for the race, and at the odds this morning you can get 16 to 1 in a place. I think generally 14 to 1 looks pretty solid each way. The second one, big outsider that I like, is a horse called Calypso de Creek. Now, it's only run 4 times this season, and basically last time it ran in a handicap hurdle at Cheltenham behind Buena Vista, but before that finished second behind the Old Vic, and was running on very strongly at the finish. Now, I think that the step up to 4.5 miles is definitely going to suit this one. It's run over course and distance before, finished 4th of 8 behind Vic Venturi about 18 months ago, and I think that it's very lightly raced, and I really do expect this one to be staying on late. And I think that at the odds of 66 to 1 that you can get this morning, I've actually taken 90 on Betfair this morning, but I think 66 to 1 is a decent each way bet for Calypso de Creek. Now, the one thing I would say is, if you're going to have a bet on the Grand National, make sure to check that you're betting with a bookmaker who's going to pay 1/4 of the odds first 5. Yeah, so just to get the best value, and there's a number of bookmakers that are doing that, but just make sure that the bookmaker that you're using is paying 1/4 of the odds first 5. After the Grand National, we've got a large field handicap hurdle, and the one that I like here is Norton Thorpe Lad. Now, it ran at the Cheltenham Festival last year, finished 4th, and then went to Aintree, was reasonably well fancied, but didn't really run its race. And after the Cheltenham race, the handicapper put it up quite severely. And since then, it's been struggling to win a race, even struggling really to hit the frame. But the handicapper's dropped it again since its last run, where it finished 3rd to Maradima, and it's now back to a mark that it's capable of winning off. Now, it's priced up at 28 to 1 this morning. I think it might go a little bit bigger, and I think Norton Thorpe Lad can run a big race each way in this handicap hurdle. So it's 28 to 1 Norton Thorpe Lad each way. Final race on the card is the National Hunt, the Champion National Hunt flat race, and the one I like here is Priceless Art. Has only had the 1 run, but won very well first time up, and looks very, very likely to improve on that run. So it's Priceless Art at 14 to 1 each way in the last. So guys, they're the selections for day 3. I'm hoping we can pick maybe at least 1 winner and a couple of places, and I'm hoping that we can beat the profit that we made at Cheltenham, which was 27.5 points. So have a great day. I hope you win a lot of money, and enjoy the Grand National. Okay, speak to you soon. See you now.